In the NFL world of winners and losers, there's an uncomfortable truth: some people can be both. Tuesday, as the 2025 season 4 p.m. trade deadline crept closer and closer, the most shocking wheeling and dealing actor can be described as just that. The New York Jets were relatively quiet until late Tuesday morning when they dealt one of their three best players, and then, soon after, dealt another. Sauce Gardner, meet the Indianapolis Colts. Quinnen Williams, meet the Dallas Cowboys. And Aaron Glenn, meet a lost season but perhaps time bought to build a more sustainable winner in the future. Remaining members of the 2025 Jets are undoubtedly losers. Fans wanting to tune into Jets games this fall may be, too. After just one win in 8 seconds will be increasingly elusive without two players who earned All-Pro honors at their peaks. Glenn's drive to establish a winning culture in his first year as New York's head coach took a hit. Jets general manager Darren Mogi, on the other hand, consider him a winner for commanding massive hauls in exchange for two players whose talents were not going to overcome an otherwise cellar-dwelling cast. The Jets' combined return on Gardner and Williams, 3 first-round draft picks, a second-round draft pick, 2024 second-round wide receiver A.D. Mitchell and 2023 first-round defensive tackle Mozzie Smith. The Jets realized how strong a market this was for sellers, far outnumbered by buyers, as an unusually tight postseason race plants false hopes in teams who might in other years sell. They drained their trade partners accordingly and now have capital to chase draft assets, first and foremost a quarterback, a position about which Jets ownership has not hid its displeasure. Who else won and who else lost in a trade period that started slow before entering a Tuesday frenzy? Let's break it down. Winners. Jerry Jones' reputation. The Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones were slammed roundly for their preseason trade of Pro Bowl edge rusher Micah Parsons. They were criticized for what seemed like an emotional reaction to contract extension negotiations and criticized still further when the Packers began winning and the Cowboys lost, often because of their bottom two defense. Only the Cincinnati Bengals, after blowing a shootout to the Chicago Bears this weekend, fare worse. So while Quinnen Williams cost the Cowboys valuable assets, Dallas now reunites a 3-time Pro Bowler with his longtime Jets defensive line coach at a $24 million per year salary, far below Parsons' $46.5 million clip. The Cowboys are unlikely to make a playoff push before at least 2026. But remember when the Philadelphia Eagles surprised the league with their willingness to pay a running back in this economy. With Saquon Barkley, paying a premium for the less costly positions in the NFL can prove wise, and defensive tackles are way cheaper than edge rushers. The Cowboys' defensive front should be competitive now, creating a path back to a unit that can at least minimize damage as its offense explodes. Daniel Jones. The Colts didn't just land a 2-time All-Pro and 2022 Defensive Rookie of the Year in Sauce Gardner. They also sent a message about their future at quarterback after Daniel Jones has blown expectations out of the water in his second act. By shipping off 2 first-round picks, the Colts said, "We're not drafting a quarterback highly to replace Jones anytime soon. Expect Indy to follow the Tampa Bay plan and extend Jones after his current 1-year, $14 million trial expires." That's a win for Jones, who backslid Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers with 3 interceptions but had previously led the Colts to a 7-1 start with 17 touchdowns from scrimmage to 3 interceptions. And perhaps it's also a win for Colts fans, whose front office's last quarterback evaluation prompted the selection of Anthony Richardson 4th overall, a huge whiff. The Colts' chance to make noise in the playoffs this season got better. And their realistic analysis of taking a proven player rather than a high pick they could again miss on could benefit them for years to come.